Tarmac Championship takes on a new look at this time of the year with the Formula 2 invasion from the British Series. In ways it's an uneasy marriage, however, as the Stena Ulster Rally and the Manx International, which follows, do not cater for the modified cars that are so popular in Ireland. The Group A supercars can of course join in, but only Bertie Fisher's Impreza and Eamon Boland's Escort Cosworth take on the manufacturer's Formula 2 cars on the Ulster lanes.
The excitement really mounts at 4 with Bertie Fisher in the Tough Max Subaru out to break all records. This event could bring the Fermanagh man a record-breaking 4th Ulster win, the greatest number of tarmac wins ever recorded by an Irishman, and an all-time record tally of 4 tarmac championships.
The Friday stages are contained in a compact area between Banbridge and Newry, and the compact Renault Megane in Robbie Head's hands is no escargot. It's fastest on the first test. Those days of testing and turmoil for the Terry Harriman run team look like they are at last paying off. Renault always knew that their best chance would come on tarmac, and after the first stage, Robbie is 10 seconds up on his closest Group A rival. And to add to Renault's joie de vivre, Alan O'Reilly, nicknamed O'Reilly in this neck of the woods, makes it a mega opener with second fastest time on the Privilege Insurance stage. Kenny McKinstry is rallying around his own hometown, so you can expect him to be quick. He's initially third but drops to 6th by stage 3. Bertie has taken a little time to settle in, but over stages 2 and 3, he clips the Renaults back to 15 seconds to take the lead going into Newry. The state-of-the-art Formula 2 car has still a bit to go to match the all-wheel drive Group A machine, and a long way to go to match the spectacle. Gwyndaf is behaving impeccably, exactly what he should be doing to wrap up the British title in the Gordon Spooner Escort. Ulster has always been good to the Welsh professional. He's had an outright win here, a Group N win, and now he hopes to add a Formula 2 to his Northern Ireland tally.
It's all regulations and restrictions in rallying these days, but we're out on stage 4 on the run back to Belfast. Bertie Fisher and Rory Kennedy, as expected, are extending their lead. On this stage, they're 5 seconds quicker than the Renault. Stage 5, and they extend it by another 4 seconds. And they finish off the day with another fastest time, 10 seconds up on Robbie Head. By the end of the day, they have a useful, but not yet comfortable lead over the Renault. Now watch the sequential change on the Megane. It's just as well that it's easy, as Robbie has sustained an injured wrist while racing last weekend at Knockhill. The Megane is a Formula 2 kit car. That's a modified Formula 2 car, which will be eligible for the British Series in 1997. So the French manufacturer is here to get ahead of the pack when the new regulations come into force. And yes, these little rockets have already acquired nicknames. Terry Harriman calls them Megantic, while Sidney Meek, Bertie's team chief, prefers to call them migraines. David Higgins leads Class 6, but his teammate provides most of the action. Julian Reynolds seems bent on self-destruction. But Julian's little troubles pale into insignificance compared to what's ahead. Mika Korhonen frightens our cameraman with his forestry-style fishtailing. But the Finn is just warming up for his accident. Little does he know he'll play a significant role in the Doyle brothers' fate. We're on stage 5, due south of Banbridge, and the little Honda is singing along nicely as the Portadown pair claw back some of the time lost caused by a puncture. But Corcoran has been off the road ahead.
The 4 right, 80.
The fence had been broken by car 11, and Rory is extremely lucky that he isn't skewered by that rail. His cool is incredible. Now all that matters is to get back into the rally.
Out again, out again, out again, out again, out again. Keep going. Left. 4 right, 80. Left with the turn, square left.
Vision is now the problem. Rory has his own ideas of how to deal with that.
Hold on, hold on. Close your eyes. No, that doesn't work. Works for you, can't see anything. Square left, 150.
Dawn in Dungannon, and we are once again suffering from the traditional torture meted out by the Northern Ireland Motor Club on the second day of the Stena Ulster Rally. The early morning stages have been Bertie's downfall in the past, so he's naturally apprehensive.
Well, obviously they need to be treated with a lot of respect, as I very well know from other years, so we're going to go out and try and drive a good, quick, steady pace. We don't want to try and do anything silly in there and, you know, get around those first few stages, because they always are very critical to the result of this rally, you know.
Oh, Bertie, what has happened to that nice steady pace? The Impreza has been backwards into a ditch and the rear end is not a pretty sight. Fortunately for Fisher, it looks worse than it is, and Bertie still has the fastest time on that stage. But it's not mega in McGann land either. Head is still second, but O'Reilly is about to disappear. Alain is initially quicker than Robbie in the dark, but he won't emerge from stage 8. The Frenchman goes off the road and hits a tree, and the Renault team are now reduced to just one challenger.
Despite a thin Irish entry, there are excellent results for our lads with 5 drivers in the top 10. Sean Campbell is 10th, Robin Phillips 8th. And Trevor Cathers and Gordon Noble a fabulous 5th, despite last-minute gearbox problems. They now once again lead both the Tarmac and the British Group N Championships. Perseverance paid off for the McKinstry team, who managed to bring their broken motor home in 4th place after yet another difficult Ulster Rally. Gwyndaf Evans and Howard Davis are the new British Mobil 1 Rally champions. They end up in 3rd place overall. And Robbie Head and Brian Thomas bring much joy to the Renault camp with 2nd place. The McGann looks and sounds magnificent. The front-wheel drive will never produce the spectacle that we've become accustomed to on our tarmac stages.
And so we salute Bertie Fisher and Rory Kennedy. Rory now has sat with Bertie for 15 triumphs, and Bertie, with his 4th Ulster win, becomes the most winning Irish rally driver of all time. His 17 Tarmac Championship wins surpasses Billy Coleman and equals Jimmy McRae. And now we think there is another record. He has become the only person to win the Tarmac Championship 4 times. There's just one more thing to do, and that is to win in the Isle of Man. Bertie, we know it's your 4th win, but we're trying to work out, is it your 4th Tarmac Championship?
Yeah, it's the 4th Tarmac Championship apparently too for them, because James Cullen could equal us on points if he won the next 2 events and we didn't score, but we would win on the tie-break.
Fabulous performance for the whole weekend. A bit slow at the start, but when we got going, we were definitely hard to catch.